Laguitoru and Khaled Knifer or Nifer. How are you both? This could be the end, but not the boss the end. Alley over the hill. How are ya? Not the boss the end, but the end. There is the boss, but the boss the end we took out earlier. This is the boss at the end. Oh yeah, beautiful avatar. I'm actually looking at my YouTube chat, not my Twitch chat. Or not my restream chat, so I can actually see these beautiful avatars. I'm gonna ask you if you like my new 60 frames per second we're doing, because this game actually comes in on 720p. So I decided, and 60 frames a second on the PS3. So we're gonna stream it at 60 frames. I'm gonna give you the smooth experience. You're gonna see my head moving in 60 frames. It'll be like you're right in the room with me. You're gonna feel so alive. It's gonna be too real. It's gonna blow your mind. Yes, 60 is nice. I think I'm slowly coming around to it where I think it being smoother is better than it being clearer. I can put up with the blurry, when I first got a PS3, we hooked it up on Christmas. I had my good friend over that I loved to game with him, and we were like, man, the graphics don't really look that much better than PS2. What's the deal? And I didn't even have an HDMI cable. I was using like the RCA cables that came out of it. That's what the thing actually came with. I had to go buy an HDMI cable. And then all of a sudden it went from like, whoa. This is what it's supposed to look like. We were probably looking at it. What are the cables at? They're at like 480p.
I'm so hungry.
Oh my god. I have to feed Eva so often. Just in the 3 minutes we've been sitting here, she's gotten so hungry. And Khaled says, not just any boss. Big boss. I am so in the mood to play more Metal Gear Solid after this. I think I want to play... I think I want to play some... maybe Metal Gear Solid 1? That'd be pretty good. Yeah, that might be pretty good. You don't see anything? Yeah, I don't see anything either. You're not supposed to. All it should say is, stream starting soon. Let's feed this lady. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1, maybe Metal Gear Solid 4 after that? Hard to say. Alright, let's listen to her Be Hungry. You're here. Oh, Puppet Master's here. And we're here for you, Puppet Master. Thank you for joining.
Food.
Oh, food. I need it bad. And I've never been to this this part of the game either, so I'm pretty excited. I haven't seen a lot of this. This game has been, I was super high on it, and then I was a little bit down with that Groznygrad fortress, and then I came around again with that epic bike escape, and the boss battle I thought was really, really well done.
Instant noodles.
There's just so many beautiful details in these games. I just love it. God, it's so refreshing. It's so different from games now. Unless they're indie games. But then with the...
I need food.
I know, Eva. But then with the indie games, they don't have the budget to do this. So this is like still that a game made with a vision of an auteur. One person making a game with the resources of everything. It's fantastic. Okay. I think we're ready to start.
So tired.
So tired. Yeah, right. You just want to lay down with Snake. I know your game. I know your game you're playing. Crazy girl. Let's do it. Boom. Hello, hello, hello to you and 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 to you.
Hungry.
Check it out. 60 frames. Let's see how it looks. Look at it on Twitch too at the same time. Let's check out that rotation. Oh my good God.
Food.
It's a little bit stuttery, but I think it's probably better than 30. All right. Oh my God, look at that fire. Let's do it. Let's feed this girl. What are we gonna give her? Give her a Russian ration? She's not gonna like this. Here you go, Eva. I'm sorry.
This tastes like crap.
God, Eva, get over it. Oops. Oh, he doesn't like it either.
Oh, yuck.
Yuck. Ew. Yuck. Gross. Tastes like crap. I was looking on the YouTube side of things. Looking okay? I love this lower latency now we have on YouTube. It's fantastic. A little bit jittery. Does it look better than it was at 30? I don't know. You tell me. You guys have seen it more than I have. Let's do this, babies. Okay. So what's the deal? We have to walk, and she has to follow behind me. I have to neutralize everybody. We're going to walk down. South. That's Eva. Can I give her commands like, stop moving? That kind of thing? Can I do that? Let me put on my awesome motion detector. We want to go south, obviously. I guess we'll kill some snakes. A little snake on snake violence. Oof. What boss was I fighting? I didn't even have my knife equipped. Did I finish MGS1 before? I have. MGS1 was the first one I've ever played, but I haven't played through it since it first came out. So I think that'll still be interesting for me to play. The fork. I got all these crazy weapons in here. I don't need that, but I like the Mosin. I don't need the RPG. I like that grenade. I like the smoke grenade too, actually. Sometimes useful. Maybe some of this stuff. And got the Mosin in there. Isabel's here. Hello to you. Isabel, hello to you. That's right, Isabel. Alright. Let's go with the, we got that sniper rifle. We got this trank gun. Ooh, I like this handkerchief. That was a fun one, too. I finished MGS1 and 4. But, you know, 4, I was, how do I put this? I was smoking a lot at that time. So I might not even remember a lot of what happens in 4. You know? It was kind of a blur. But I wouldn't mind playing 4. I'm not as excited to play 4 again. I remember it being kind of a drag, and like a lot of the parts of Metal Gear Solid I don't like. You know, who are the Patriots? I don't actually care who the Patriots are. That's why I think Snake Eater might be my favorite one, because it's just the most fun. But Metal Gear Solid 1 is also the first one I ever played, so. Oosh. These guys know we're in trouble. We get a brand new song, too. What do I think of Metal Gear Solid Survive? I think that... Oh, we get brand new music. This is so great. I think that Metal Gear Solid Survive, that Metal Gear Solid 5 engine is so good, and it can support so much good gameplay, that I think... What the heck? They're right here already? No!
I see him.
Yeah, smoke grenades, suckers. Oh, okay. Alright, you get them. I didn't realize they're coming from behind me like that. So I think that engine could really do so much. You know, the online was good. There were so many different ways to play. It can support a lot of different play styles. And Metal Gear Solid 5 really wasn't a lot about the story anyway. It's just about doing missions. So you could probably, if they have the right people in charge, oh my god, they're just gonna never stop coming. I didn't realize they're coming from behind me. That's too bad. Already I've blown my cover. Wow. But, so actually, in a way, I might even be kind of interested in playing it. Could be a fun, like, co-op game or something. Let's go, Eva. Let's get out. We're going. Let's go. Let's go. Eva. Wait, she's hurt. Eva, injured and slowly shooting, is more efficient than me. Yeah, I know. She's taking people down. She's doing a really good job. Good observation. Hello, Carlos. But it's, you know, it's kind of like the beginning of the end. You know what I like about it? Them still making these Metal Gear Solid games is good news, because it means that they're still interested in making money off of it. So what they should do, and I wrote an article on this one on a90skid.com, is this is when they should just give Metal Gear Solid 1 to Blue Point. Blue Hole, or whoever makes it. I think it's Blue Point. Oh yeah, she's taking people down. Let's go, Eva. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Eva. Eva. Eva, let's go. Eva, stop. Eva, stop. Eva. Wow. Khaled's right. She is taking them down big time. Why are you not moving? Do I have to pick you up? I will pick you up. Let's go. Eva. Eva EXE has stopped working. Yeah. We should try something more original than zombies. I know. It's like the most boardroom meeting. You know what we're going to see next? We're going to see Metal Gear Solid Battle Royale. Which actually would be really good. But we're probably going to see that next. Because they're like, what's popular? Zombies? Yep. Okay, sure. We'll do one with zombies in it. Fine. We'll do zombies. Eva, I'm really disappointed in you. Wait, does she have a hole on her, like a bullet hole in her back? You're not, why don't you let me look at your back? Oh my god, Eva. MGS Veb. Your master would be great, or even a port of Twin Snakes. Ooh. Khaled thinks what they're doing is currently killing the franchise, turning it a Call of Duty clone. Oh, they'll do that. They'll do that. They'll make a battle royale, I think is the one they'll probably do. Actually, they'd probably be smart to do that. To do a battle royale. It would work well with that system. Food? Here, I'll give you some food, Eva. Why couldn't I give that to her? I'm not close enough to her, I think. You know, I haven't played Twin Snakes, but I watched some of the cutscenes. Oh, you're supposed to press triangle and then she comes with you? Come on. Come on, let's go. Move out. Move out. Move out, Eva. Let's go. Let's do this. But, yeah, Twin Snakes, they re-recorded all the dialogue. It does not sound great. Sounds way worse. They redid some of the cutscenes. Snake is more like anime. He's jumping around like Raiden. Oh my god, there's more guards coming from behind us. They just keep coming from behind. When has that happened? Yeah, shut up. Come here and I'll give you food. GS Vamp. I'll give you the food. Alright, good. Eat it.
What did you give me?
Shut up. Be a soldier.
I'm gonna puke.
Fine.
Oh.
They're not that bad. I mean, they're not rotten. That's all that really matters. Good God, look at these guys. Uh-oh. Oh, I am terrible at this. Yeah.
I see him. Snake.
Oh my god, there's so many of them. I think I shot him in his arm. They'll all go to sleep. Don't worry, Eva. Look at Eva just nailing these guys. This is weird. So they come from behind you. So you have to go really, really fast. I thought I was supposed to take out the people before me. Or ahead of me, you know? As she's coming up. I feel like I'm playing MGS Survive. Running around with a shotgun. You got a headshot to make, Carlos. Come on, Eva, let's go. What? There's one down here? I don't know, probably. So I guess the game is like forcing you to keep moving forward because they come at you from behind, which is really the opposite of how I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to be you go forward, clear out the area. Nope, they come from behind. Which... There. Do you? I don't see you. I don't see you. Eva, let's go. What now? Oof.
Snake, the lake is just over that cliff. Eva should be able to climb it if you...
Great, thank you. You lost? It's a linear game. Eva. This is... Snake will never fall in love with you if you're like this. Where did you go?
It's the enemy.
Okay, good. Let's hide. Oh my god, they're walking right up on us. You're the one getting seen. I'm not. You're the worst agent ever. I don't know how Volgan fell for it. You must have been talented in many other ways. Yeah, take that, Eva. Collateral damage. Can you come now? Let's go. It's just like Kylo Ren, injured in the leg, walking through the forest, bleeding everywhere. He's really looking like Big Boss here, eh? Come on. Go, little lady. So, yeah, I think that... I can't believe we haven't seen a remastered version of the first Metal Gear Solid. It would be so easy. You just get a third-party company to do it. Bluepoint, like they did with Uncharted, another Sony, because I think Metal Gear Solid 1 is exclusive to the PS1 or at least PlayStation. Because we haven't seen it on any other system. Yeah, let's see if she can do a straight path. Here she'll probably just give up. That would probably hurt. Every movement probably really hurts. So yeah, what you do is you just, I mean, just like what we saw the Uncharted collection was done by Bluepoint. We saw, and you know, those are PS3 games, so to bring those forward is different. Crash Bandicoot was a PS1 game. They just redid all the textures. It's just a lot simpler of a game. Shadow of the Colossus is a good example. They just used sort of the base engine, and then the birds really freaked me out on the motion detector. Okay, I want to start taking these guys out now. How do you tell her to stop moving? If I press triangle, will she stop? I don't know how that works. Yeah. Well, so, like, obviously, Konami's still interested...
Snake.
What? 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 Look, we're married. Yeah. Because for a while I was wondering, like, can you really remaster PS1 games? Seems a lot harder. You know, the PS2 game, you can up-res the textures that are there. And that's like Final Fantasy X is a great PS2 remaster. good example of that. And then PS1, but now we've seen Crash where they basically redid it all. We saw Shadow of the Colossus where they redid it all and kept the same. Remastering or remaking a game on the same level details is feasible by a different company. Yeah, like yeah, exactly, Colin. I don't think that, look at, it's Snake versus the Mushroom and the Mushroom wins. There we go. I don't think Konami is interested in making that. But you get Blue Point and you say, just do this. And you don't have to worry about having a director who wants to do anything different with it. You know, they don't have to be worried about having like a Kojima-style thing where they're being very creative and you're having to fight them. A remake on a different level of detail like 7 Remake is basically remaking a new game. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have to make a lot of creative decisions with the Final Fantasy VII Remake. How you're going to I mean, they're making an entirely new battle system. That means you're going to have a new map system. Even the UI is going to look different. Everything's going to look different. All the menus and stuff. Oh, you're way back there? No, I didn't call Eva. Is there a way to make her stop? So it'd be so easy for them. You just grab a third-party company. You say, take Metal Gear Solid 1 and just make it look better. Make it widescreen. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Don't change anything. Just do it like Shadow of the Colossus. Do it like Crash Bandicoot. Do it like the Final Fantasy VII remaster, where they just redid the polygons. Triangle. Triangle, so that'll either tell her to move or stop. How do I tell her to stop? Or she'll just walk to where I was? Is that how that works? Corey. The Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mean, I'm excited to see that, but I think it's a crazy idea.
Snake, the lake is in the northeast.
I thought he was going to give me the tutorial on that again. Oh my gosh. You hold position, lady. Oops. Uh-oh. Here we go.
There's something out there.
Uh-oh. Huh? That guy had a sweet duck at the right time.
I'm so hungry.
Stop whining. We're in a combat situation? How can you be this hungry all the time? Here. Oh, no, I ate it. You're standing still, press triangle, should hold position. If you're a certain distance away, it turns into a follow me command. I hope you don't get high.
Yeah, I've lost my appetite.
Fine. Okay, turns into a follow me command. Thank you, Corey. Which is the right way to go here? Probably where they came from. Either or, it looks like. Let's go around the right. So now's the time. Now's the time for Konami to make that Metal Gear Solid remaster we've been waiting for a long time. Don't change it. Don't make something crazy. It doesn't have to be like, you know when people make like an Unreal version of it? The Unreal 4. Like somebody was making. Which is so stupid. Don't remake a big company's games. What the heck? Don't remake a big company's game. You're just going to waste your time and money.
Can I have seconds?
What you should do is just make a game that is like it, like Stardew Valley. Just make a game that is like Metal Gear Solid. That everyone knows it's going to be like Metal Gear Solid. But call it something different. Call it Fabric, Watch, Liquid. There are people here. There's animals here. Oh god. So I think she just comes to where you were. Interesting. Snakes are her favorite. Ah ha ha ha. Yeah, good notice there, Colin. Let's go. Big open area. Iron Gear Solid Liquid's payback. Yeah, just make something whatever. I mean, here's the thing. This isn't an original idea. He took the character from Snake from Escape from New York or Escape from LA, who's also named Snake and has an eye patch and talks like this. And then he just took sort of the James Bond. Oh my god. Look at these horrible snipers.
Footsteps.
Which way is it gonna go? Please go the other way. Close your eyes. Turn around.
Leave this to me.
Fine. This is pretty neat. I've never seen them hide like this. I don't think so. Whatever good item normally gives a high energy boost, commonly associated with I want more. Well, we'll see. We'll give her something else. See what she likes. We'll give her some nice grouse. Ah, I didn't do my quick reload and I paid for it. We'll give her some of that mushroom. We're close, eh? That was a neat one. They were all hiding, and I messed it up. I'm not very good at having her wait and then go ahead and clear the area. It would have been pretty cool, because they were actually using their camo and hiding. Interesting. And I messed it up by just stumbling in like an idiot. Here, eat this mushroom. Let's see if you like this as much as... No, she doesn't like these ones, because they're not big.
Yeah, I've lost my appetite.
Oh my god, you're such a whiner.
I'm gonna puke.
Good, puke. The mushroom both Snake and her don't like. It will give a bad reaction. Here's another snake she can eat. She's gonna like this, because it's big. Uh-oh, where are they? I don't know, but we shouldn't stand out in the open no matter what. Have the python.
Well, not bad at all.
Ah, so she didn't say she loved it. It just gave her a lot of, unless python she doesn't think of as a snake. Wah, 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 wah. Let's go, little lady. Do you see me? I'm right here. Please, come on. Fuck your butt over here. That's a good way for them to gate this off. You can't walk into the next area without her. Pretty smart. Ooh, see that blood dripping out of her? Guess that's why she's losing stamina. Okay. By the way, thanks. We got 3 concurrent viewers on Twitch. That helps. We got to get at that average of 3. Become affiliated. Dum 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 bum bum. Oh, is she just gonna get sniped or something? I feel bad. Puddle-level, puddle-level. This is a nice ending, sort of them haggardly walking towards the end after this long battle in the forest. They've been through so much. What's the deal? Oh, now you can run?
Come on, Snake.
Lake. Beautiful crystal lake.
We made it.
We made it.
Snake smiling.
Over there.
Wow. Quite the jet. Can't go.
It's the boss, isn't it? I'll go get the wig ready to take off.
Right.
I'll leave you two alone. But come back in one piece, okay? Promise me!
Can't really promise that, but... She's got the adrenaline of seeing that wig. Oof.
Life's end. Isn't it beautiful?
What was that? Was that a nuke?
It's almost tragic. When life ends, it gives off a final lingering aroma. Light is but a farewell gift from the darkness to those on their way to die. I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss. Why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The foibles of politics and the march of time can turn friends into enemies just as easily as the wind changes. Ridiculous, isn't it? Yesterday's ally becomes today's opposition. And this Cold War? Think back. When I was leading the Cobras, America and Russia were fighting together. Now, consider whether America and Russia will still be enemies in the 21st century. Somehow I doubt it. Enemies change along with the times, the flow of the ages, and we soldiers are forced to play along. I didn't raise you and shape you into the man you are today just so we could face each other in battle. A soldier's skills aren't meant to be used to hurt friends. So then what is an enemy? Is there such a thing as an absolute timeless enemy? There is no such thing, and never has been. And the reason is that our enemies are human beings like us. They can only be our enemies in relative terms. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. I may no longer be able to bear children, but I still have a family.
Beautiful music.
It was November 1st, 1951. I was in the Nevada desert participating in atomic testing. The name Nevada is derived from Spanish, covered in snow, white as snow. And snow is exactly what I saw in that Nevada desert. It froze my blood white. Snake, you were an atomic test subject, weren't you? On Bikini Atoll. That's part of the reason I was drawn to you. You and I are alike. We're both slowly being eaten away by the karma of others.
That's a good line.
We'll never have the chance to die peacefully of old age. We have no tomorrow. But we can still have hope for the future. In 1960, I saw a vision of the ideal future from space. 3 years earlier, the Soviet Union had succeeded in launching Sputnik, the first man-made satellite in history, into orbit. This came as a huge shock to the United States. In response, America threw everything it had into its own manned spaceflight project, the Mercury program. Even as the Soviets seemed poised to send their first man into space, America was still experimenting with chimpanzees and rockets. The government wanted human data, so they secretly decided to send a human being into space. I was the one they chose. At the time, they didn't have the technology to block out cosmic rays, and whoever they sent up would inevitably be exposed to heavy radiation. That's why they chose me. After all, I'd already been irradiated once. Of course, you won't find any of this in the history books. I could see the planet as it appeared from space. That's when it finally hit me. Space exploration is nothing but another game in the power struggle between the US and the USSR. Politics, economics, the arms race, they're all just arenas for meaningless competition. I'm sure you can see that, but the Earth itself has no boundaries. No East, no West, no Cold War. And the irony of it is, the United States and the Soviet Union are spending billions on their space programs and the missile race, only to arrive at the same conclusion. In the 21st century, everyone will be able to see that we are all just inhabitants of a little celestial body called Earth. A world without communism or capitalism, that is the world I wanted to see. But reality continued to betray me. In 1961, I was sent to Cuba, to Bahia de Cochinos. It was part of a CIA-sponsored invasion under the guise of taking Cuban exiles back to their country. But the US government betrayed them. Our weak-kneed president held back their air support. Defenseless, the exiles were annihilated by the Cuban army. All I could do was watch in silence. I was set up by the very country I'd sacrificed so much for, by the very government I dedicated my life to defending. I was driven from the surface world, and I went underground. Then, 2 years ago, I faced the Sorrow, my old comrade in battle. He was my friend. But one of us had to die. I was left with no choice. The Sorrow gave his life for me. There is no enmity between us. One must live, and one must die. That was the mission. The ones who gave me that mission were the philosophers. Early in the 20th century, the true holders of power in the United States, the Republic of China, and the newly formed Soviet Union gathered together in a secret meeting that would later be known as the Wise Men's Committee. The secret pact they formed there marked the beginning of the philosophers. But the last of the original members died in the 1930s. After that, the organization began to run out of control, and the Wise Men's Committee degenerated into a mere shell of its former self. The philosophers of today have no sense of good or evil. Their influence extends to countries and organizations involved in every aspect of every war. They have become war itself. That's how they operate. The sacrifices of war cause a shift in the times. This shift leads to renewed conflict, and in turn triggers the next war. Like a nuclear chain reaction, each conflict sparks countless others, forming an endless spiral that will continue on for eternity. Do you understand what I'm saying, Snake? By consuming me and you, the philosophers intend to keep that cycle going forever. It was my father who explained all of this to me. He was one of them. You see, I am the last remaining child of the philosophers. But after he revealed the truth, my father was killed by that same shapeless, formless organization. And my father isn't the only thing the philosophers have taken from me. In June of 1944, the Cobras and I took part in the landing at Normandy. We'd been given a top-secret mission to locate and destroy enemy V-2 rocket installations. I was pregnant at the time. The sorrow was the father. I gave birth on the field of battle. A beautiful baby boy. But my child was snatched away from me by the philosophers. Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me.
Snake's always been a good listener. Hours of
I
codex.
feel content. Snake, commence the operation. I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me.
Funny how
Let's see what you're...
all of Snake's enemies are so much more philosophical, you know, than him. Snake's always just been do the mission, follow orders. Snake is no different from all of the soldiers that you kill, all the thousands of soldiers that you kill. He's them. He just follows whoever's in charge. So that would make sense why he would become the big boss out of this. But why can't they work together? If he's eventually going to become her, why kill her? They could have lived happily ever after and been the two big bosses, the king and the queen. In the field of white flowers, the big boss disguise holds its ultimate hiding ability. What should I wear? Naked. Maybe I should wear the spider one. Spider. What's this one? Volgan's camo? No, I don't want to wear Volgan's. No way. Ooh, stinky. Wear my onesie? You learn the truth at the ending. I'll wear hers. Raindrop. Effective in the rain. This one. Takes less damage. I like it. Okay, so what's the deal? All right.
Heads up, Snake. Brace yourself.
That's not gonna work, is it?
Is that
Well, what's the deal here in this battle? I just take my shotgun out.
Where are you hiding? There you are.
He's like 90 level. 99 level CQC. You can't, you actually can't switch to the 3D camera in this one. There she is up there. I'm hiding. Got quite the gun. Yeah, I thought there was a time limit. I don't see a time limit on the screen.
Found you.
Okay, fine, fine.
Brace yourself.
No, no, no. Try to lose her line of sight. Go prone on the flowers or trick her. Okay.
You'd better run.
Fine, I will. "60 frames a second. Ah! It's a sneaking mission. Jack. Is that her? Is that her? Is that her? 10 minutes. I think I got those thermographic goggles. Let's use that. Huh? It's a snake.
Where are you hiding?
Go prone the flowers. Trick her. Gotcha. That looks like her. Gonna shoot her in the head. Doesn't have to appear for it to be there. Pops up when the time's lower. Sneaking mission. Yes.
There he is.
Maybe I need... Really hard to avoid that gunfire. Is this sort of the way to do it? I think I didn't get the snow camo. I don't think I did either. The snow camo good here? Camo, camo, camo. Choco chip. Snow. Effective against white backgrounds. The only one that's better is probably spider. But we won't use that one. Gotta do something quick. I think you're right, Carlos. Interesting. It's neat how like all the boss fights feel so unique to each other.
5 more minutes.
Oh, well, we're not halfway done. Now the music creeps in. Probably a 5-minute long track. It's probably perfectly timed. Yes.
I found it.
This is so cool seeing her within these roses and flowers, or whatever these are, these white flowers. Where are you? So I probably should have been doing this a little earlier. I don't think I'm going to pass it this time. There she is. It's a hot flower. 3 minutes, eh? We're not going to win like this. But we're learning some strategies for next time.
Where did you go? What a thrill. You've gotten stronger.
Can we use an RPG? No. We must do it with tranquilizers. Oof. I'm not using an RPG, Carlos. Have I played 4 to the end? Yes. And I remember something where, like, it has all the different kind of boss fights you've done and the different style. Pretty neat. Oh, she's quick. She's not sitting around waiting for me to hit her. Really her all the way over there? I kind of want to see this MiG explosion. Oh, there she is. I'm terrible. Alright, she's gonna beat me in this one. Let's have a look and see what else we could have done.
Here I come.
Tranking gives you additional unlocks.
Or you're dead.
That was still pretty fun. You just dodge as the RPG because it's slow. That makes sense.
This is the end.
They don't even have the major screaming the name. Just Snake is dead.
See what you're made of.
All right. Whoa, leave me alone.
Run quick.
I will. Thanks for the advice. Let's try this snowsuit again. I think we just start sniping her right away. Be better off. Corey, was this one of the ones you had to do? You did for your like speed run of it? I think it's hard, Carlos. It seems pretty fair though. Just really nice. All right, get on the ground. Snake, snake. She basically does the same thing. She just runs around, hides behind trees, just like Snake. All right, motion detector. If you could start her where she is. Nope. Didn't. No. She should be the bright white dot that shows up. Maybe I'm too far away. There she is. Over there somewhere. Can hear her walking. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little thermal goggles. Better know. Are you? Boss? It's the boss. I think she's over there. Maybe. Is that her?
Come out and fight.
No. You'll win. Oh, there she is. Yes. I don't even think I got her. But I was also using guns that were killable. Instead of laying prone all the time, I crouched up and shot her, ran off and repeating. Crouched up, shot her, ran off. Okay. But you're using guns that were killable instead of the tranky. Gotcha.
Where are you hiding?
Oh, there we go. This is much easier. I'm too close to this thing. Run away! Carlos so badly wants you to say RPG. How fast can you do this one in then? Probably some number that's going to make me feel really bad. Oh, there she is. I think the trick is to just stay really far away because the viewpoint in this game from these people is pretty bad. Oh, the flowers are just like at the perfect height where crouching makes it difficult. The second playthrough is using the boss's gun, the Patriot. Patriot gun. Where are you? Where are you, boss? Oh, there you are.
He's gone.
It's gone. Yep, that's right. I left. Don't worry about it. He's gone. So I'll just stay in the outskirts, and then she probably can't see me because of this game and the view distance. So bad for enemies. I almost feel bad for them. But then I remember I'll have to just keep redoing this forever. We picked the perfect place for a battle. Is that her? Don't know. Don't know. Are you? Is that you? The snake. 10 minutes.
Where did you go?
For such a smart tactician. She certainly talks a lot. Did I not hit her in the head there? Where did you go? Where can he be? There she is. Click. Why is the sniper rifle no good? Can you steal the gun when you get it? Oh. The Patriot gun. I like the sniper rifle. Sniper rifle. We're using the sniper rifle. I don't use the, I use the sniper trank. That's what I believe I'm using. Yes, it is. She sounds really close. Oh, there she is. She's coming.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes? Okay. Side you want? Oh, I think you can only attack her when she doesn't know you're there, kind of thing, right? That's the whole deal with that. Ha! Where did you go? 5 more minutes and we have not taken down half her health. When she's not paying attention, the only time you can hit her. Right. Oop, there she is. Oh, which way did she run? To the left or to the right? I need the motion detector. Uh-oh. I didn't even see her.
Let's see what you're made of.
We're down.
Heads up, Snake.
I know. Oh, I'm not going to do this in 3 minutes. I think the trank sniper does more stealth damage. Maybe. Yeah, you can either lower the stamina or the health, Carlos. There's 2 bars. There are 2 bars. Do you see them? She is. I actually feel like you're hunting in this game. Where they actually make the camo... Like, it makes so much sense. Looking for those little flickers of movement. Is that boa constrictor? There she is. Yes. No, leave me alone. This was good how we were doing it. No, no, no. Ah. Leave me alone. Stop. This is not a great spot. Oh, there she is. Damn. A couple bosses have alternate ways of lowering stamina, such as the fear if you throw a poison piece of food in the ground. Oh, it's pretty neat. Oh, well, I'm not going to make this then. As soon as the song's over, it's over. Okay, so, I don't know. What should I do to change up the strategy? Let's skip this cutscene. We know it's gonna happen.
What happened?
Let's see what you're made of.
Yeah, let's do it. Camouflage. I shot her actually that time when she was running at me, and that worked. No. No. Ah. Ah, boss. Well, Isabel, that makes me feel better.
Run quick.
I will. I will. I'm gonna stay closer and shoot her with the MK22. Damn it!
There you are.
That's not gonna do anything. Maybe that wasn't the best idea then. Why is looking through down the sight L1 with the sniper rifle and R1 with the pistol? It's so confusing. Uh-huh. I think she's... No, where is she? Where are you, boss? Whoa, I think she's really close to me.
Where did you go?
How come she doesn't crawl around on the ground? Oh, there she is. Ah, run! You dummy. Deals the same damage as the MK22? Okay. Take out any machine guns you have and just try to try to hit her at the head. I don't want to do that. So the sniper and the MK22 do the same damage.
Where are you hiding?
Using pistols is okay if you're not already hiding most of the time. As if you're trying to snipe, you're just wasting time. Yeah, so it's just more like sit, wait, fire the pistol. But there's no time to hide. This is not the battle with the end. This is a battle with the boss. At the end. This is not a battle with the boss. The end. This is a battle with the boss at the end. This is the end boss. The boss battle at the end, not the boss battle with the end. That much is clear. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oops.
Where are you hiding?
Don't worry about it, lady. Right. You are somewhere there. Ah, she's coming. Ha! Gotcha, you sucker! When she's shooting at you, if you go behind a tree and drop prone, she'll lose sight most of the time. Okay. Where is she? Oh, over there maybe?
He's gone.
That her stomping around? Oh my god. I feel like she's like right behind me or something. Oh, there she is. Better hit her quick. Damn it.
Here I come.
Leave me alone. The head. If you don't shoot the head, it's gonna take forever. Okay. I will shoot head.
Move or you're dead.
She likes making it a fair fight. Great.
Where are you hiding?
Where are you hiding? I think he's behind that tree. Yes.
Where did you go?
Oh, great. Frick. Great spot behind the tree, Matt. Not firing the gun, I've struggled with through Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3.
Where are you hiding?
Oh, great. There we go. What do you do when she's running at you? What's the deal there?
Run quick.
Let her tackle you. Don't waste time baiting across the map. Okay. Snake the meerkat. Oh, there it is. Come on, Lee. Because I think when she's ready to tackle you, she's gonna get you. Come on, let's do it.
Get ready.
Because once she goes for the get ready, she's gonna get you no matter what. So you need to run right at her. Let her have it.
Run quick.
Come on, come on. Can you really reverse it? That'd be great. I'm gonna lose this one.
One more minute.
It feels like you could. It's almost like when that exclamation mark comes up, there's like a sort of a quick time event. But I don't think so. Okay. I think I'm getting a little closer. I thought it had something to do with the snake grunt when you hit the circle. Yeah, I thought so too. Seemed like it could be. So, I think we need to,
Snake, what happened to you? Snake!
Corey tried many times and could not reverse that. Alright, alright. So I think I need to stay maybe a little bit closer. Fine. Knock me down, lady. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Wah, wah, wah. Snake eater. Wah, wah, wah. One day you'll. But if you look at it from the developer's point of view, attacking a boss out CQCs him. Yeah, he wouldn't have gotten better. This isn't Final Fantasy. He didn't level up. Alright, I see her. I see her. I think I missed. There, use that Q. Use that line of sight and keep an eye on her. I need to lose the line of sight, keep an eye on her. And then go. See, it's when you go down like this. Where's, oh, there she is. Gonna run to the right, little lady. Oh, there she is. She's right over there, you dummy. Come on. She is. Yeah.
He's gone.
I'm looking for him. Are you gonna come running this way? Which way are you gonna run? Which way are you gonna run? Yes. Gotcha, you sucker! And then go behind a tree, and then wait for her to lose the line of sight. I think that's the way you do it. Keep an eye on her. Lose the line of sight. How could it be harder than this? You know what? Now she's... Keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye, keep an eye. Ah! There she is.
He's gone.
Yeah, that's right, I'm gone. Isn't that crazy? Gotcha. But you're right, Khaled. I can hear you in my head going, you can't... You must do the headshot. Must do the headshot. There she is. Keep an eye out. Uh-oh. Right there, right? Right in one of these spots. I need to hit her in the head. Huh? What was that noise? Just a box. Come on. Huh. I guess her strategy...
Where did you go?
That's right, now you come out. Come for me. I think it's this big tree is probably in my way. I think I got her in the head that time. Okay, I've got kind of an idea where she is. I'm hiding behind a tree, and I know she's behind that tree. I'm going to wait for her not to see me, then I'm going to hit her again. Here's what I recommend. If she's on the other, switch to the sniper and snipe from marker trap when she's close with the M22. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And Colin's right. She invented CQC. No way. There's no way Snake could take her down in that. Unless he learned somehow. But I don't think he did learn. Right. Ah, it's when you switch...
Where did you go?
It's when he switches to this first-person view, I get a little confused. Oh, there it is. Gets you right in the head, freak. Okay, lose sight of me, lady. Because I see you. You're behind that third tree back there. Third tree.
Where are you hiding?
I am... Don't worry about where I'm hiding. Worry about where you're not hiding. That's what you should be worried about. See, it gets confusing here. Is that her? There she is. Ooh, right in the head, lady. Okay, this is better. Keeping a nice distance. Hiding in plain sight. It's all about camouflage. This is a sneaking mission, Snake. You'll have to use camouflage to avoid the enemy. That's not where I was looking. So, like, lift up the scope and then all of a sudden you're looking the wrong direction. What if she actually crawled? That would be so much harder. Can I throw stun grenades at her? That'd be fun.
You've gotten stronger.
Thank you.
Brace yourself.
Alright, here we go. Let's do it. You and me on the animation. Alright, headshots and keeping an eye out for her
You'd better
is
run.
doing me better. And keeping her kind of on the other side of the map. Taking advantage of her crappy viewing distance. Nope. I think I saw her. Or was that her? Or was that her? Who knows? Where is she?
5 more minutes.
We only got 5 minutes.
Where did you go?
There we go. Come on. Oh, and the beautiful song starts. You're behind that tree. No! Damn! One Lich Emperor! We're doing pretty well. 5 minutes, and we've got her down to half, and we've got a pretty good strategy going. But now she's disappeared on me. Where did you go? Too many trees. Standing on my tippy toes. Oh, there you are. Okay, you're coming in here. Maybe you want to switch to the this one. Okay, fine. Knock me down. Now she's doing a lot better. In this, like, second stage. Yeah, great. You shot me. You're so good.
You better run.
I will run. One day you will be in a tree frog. I guess she sees me. Ugh. You're playing catch up?
Here I come.
Fine. We were doing so well, and now we're doing so terrible. Motion detector doesn't work. Listen to the sound. The sound of the song.
You better run.
I will run. Alright, I got this sweet big tree here. Okay, I see her. She's gone, that's right. I am gone.
Three more minutes.
Now you lost line of sight. Uh-oh. Sight's just gonna go. Where's she going to appear? With darkness.
Where did you go?
Darn.
Get ready.
Not many people listen to Corey. Why is she getting me the second time? It's not fair. she gonna go? She's behind that big tree? Okay. There she is. Come on, lady. Oh, they gave me one there. I didn't deserve that one. I did not deserve that one. She's coming at me. Oh my god, she's coming at me. I'm too close. Okay, fine. Give it to me. Give it to me, come on. What the heck? What happened there? I punched her. Punched her. I'm the boss. No! I lost her. Oh, there she is. Okay. 30 seconds left, eh? Which side are you gonna come on? No. Come on. 30 seconds. What happened? What happened? I think we did it. Oh, with like 15 seconds left. Oh, is it too late to get the item? She looks good with bangs. Yeah.
It's our only hope.
A patriot? Why are you giving me this?
Jack. Or should I say, Snake. You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Oh, we have control of this? No way. All right, let's do it. That didn't work. I'm pressing square. There we go. Kinda caught me off guard. Steve F. number 2. Thanks.
Ready to go, Snake? Are you okay? Snake?
Give him a minute. Oh no. He actually looks like he's gonna cry.
I told you you could trust me.
All right. Don't try being the better girl now that your competition's dead.
Snake!
Oh my god. What?
Ocelot! We're not done yet!
Oh yeah, with him? Oh, we're one engine down. Oh, he did the old fake death revive.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Right, yeah.
Not good!
Not good, not good. Okay, Raiden. Nice cartwheel. Oh! You're out of here, crew cut.
I picked up a few new moves.
Eva, just shoot him.
It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man,
Well, now that means Eva can shoot you.
but I'll get over it.
Eva!
Draw.
What do you say to one last showdown?
Yeah, all right.
Am I supposed to pick one at the end?
What's your name?
Snake.
No. Not that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an Ocelot. We're men with names. My name is Adamska. What's yours?
Iroquois Pliskin.
John.
John. Oh,
Very well.
my dad's name.
John.
My grandpa's name.
Plain name. But I won't forget it.
I thought we were crashing.
Come on!
I'm playing? What's the deal? You pick up one? Oh my god, really? Pliskin is solid snake, not this snake. Okay, I guess this one. Eve worked on the jets. She's pretty smart. Code of honor, the code of battle. That was it. This is weird. I shot him in the head. But I'll take it.
It's a blank. That was fun. Till we meet again,
Where's he gonna go?
John.
He's gonna jump into the water? John.
Give me a hand! Whoa!
Oh, what's with his teeth?
We made it.
Yeah, we sure did.
Adamska and Eva.
Oh no, Migs!
Migs beat Wigs. Oh, they're friendly. They're doing the waggle.
There's no way out. What are we gonna do?
We've come too far to let them stop us now. Those things have got to be armed.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them. They're gonna shoot us down. We were so
Locked on target. I got tone.
You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Bulk 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Bulk 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Bulk 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTB.
Look! The MiGs are turning back! Woo!
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone out to Galena Base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the President himself are waiting at Langley. Don't keep them waiting.
I don't think Snake's really into it with Eva. To Alaska. Sure, I'll save. What would I have gotten from her? More camo from the boss? That item that I didn't pick up? Yeah, for sure. Definitely from Eva's perspective. He was going along with it. He was like caught up in the moment. Like, yeah, that's fine. No, he's a little bit probably not in the mood. So, that's his mom, then? Eva's Big Mama. Yeah, I remember in MGS4 when Big Mama shows up, they're like, this is an important person. But I didn't really know what it meant. I wouldn't call that a spoiler, Corey. It's not a... It's like, they tell you immediately when they show up.
Now, go back to the KGB.
What do you want me to do?
Did you ever think about coming back to America?
I can't go back. I've left America behind me.
But you saved this country.
I didn't do it alone.
And I still owe you a dinner.
Is that part of your mission too? Or is it an order? Or is it an invitation?
She sounds drunk. Or maybe this, or maybe that. I don't know.
Or a proposal?
Oof, she wants to get married already? Come on.
I don't take orders from anyone now.
Your PS2 lips. They're so stiff and firm.
Open your heart and smile for me.
A little bit of CQC.
Not the only one afraid to fall in love. Dance with me again and walk this way.
Probably just could have turned it off. It's like watching two mannequins, like a Barbie and a Ken doll. You're banging them together. Does this game ever end? Not dramatic enough, nope.
Scholars tell us that the first spy in history was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. But this time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, snake.
She was spying on him? What a thrill with darkness around and around.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all, I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA. I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ 2nd Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie.
See you, Corey.
I tricked you. And I'm sorry. The philosophers still exist in China, too. You see, my mission was to find out where Volgan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it.
Oh.
So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy, too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. We'll create a deterrent force to rival those of the US and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help. I, too, am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint US-Soviet-Chinese facility to become a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Volgan couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher's schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it. I just wanted you to know. And you have to live.
This message will now self-destruct. So she played him the whole time. She wanted him to think she was vulnerable. That she was...
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
In the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss, and that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive, and she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Khrushchev is ousted from power. Brezhnev becomes the first secretary of the Communist Party with Kosygin as premier. China conducts its first successful nuclear test in the Taklamakan Desert. Zagin joins ARPA. He takes part in the development of ARPANET, which will go online in '69. The U.S. government conducts a study in emergency medical treatment. The Department of Transportation lays groundwork for the creation of the IMID system. If it disappears without a trace in Hanoi. Paramedic establishes the nation's first paramedic system in Seattle, Washington. Major Zero disbands Fox. The United States accumulates the remainder of the legacy. The U.S. branch of philosophers changes its name to the Patriots. Carrying on the traditions of Major Zero and his Fox unit, Big Boss establishes Foxhound. Les enfants terribles. The sons of Big Boss are born. Solid, liquid, solidus.
Son, you've got a way to fall. They'll tell you where to go, but they won't.
You know what I like about that is that, oh yeah, they motion captured all the performances. I wonder if they'd ever done motion capturing like that in a PS2 game of that era. Probably not. What I liked about it is that all the parts I thought were weak about Eva's character. My gosh, she's just so... All the parts, like her interactions with Snake and Volgan, and her seeming so desperate and weak. And in the end, it was all a game plan. So Snake ends up killing his mentor just for the states to try to steal the Philosopher's legacy. And out of all that sacrifice and duty to their country, and his duty to the country, and Boss's duty to the country, in the end, Eva steals everything. So it was all for nothing. So that relentless loyalty to his country ended up getting him nothing in the end. So you can see why he would defect away, why he would want to start his own group when he realizes that even the philosophers couldn't work together, the three countries. America wanted it for themselves, Russia wanted it for themselves, China was being left out, China took it for themselves. Everything he knew, all the sacrifices ended up being meaningless. So of course he would go on to create his own place. Create an outer heaven, outside of countries, outside of military. In his way, he thought he was doing the right thing. He's a justified villain. Interesting stuff. I think I got that. I don't think I lost any. I actually feel like I understood basically everything that was happening there. This isn't like Metal Gear Solid 2 where I sort of lost it, and at the end of it I just felt like, of Metal Gear Solid 2, okay, it's all supposed to be weird. So Eva took the place of... Ocelot was supposed to be Eve, and Adam never showed up. Eva became Adam, even though Ocelot was Adamska. Ocelot is Adam, Eva is not Eve. So there should have been a... Right. So she took the place of the Eve. That's why he's Adamska. That's why she's Cynthia, not Eve. So Ocelot saves you a lot of times. Because he is the... That makes sense. It was a nice, that was a really nice combination of, compared to the other Metal Gear games, well, it kind of reminds me more of Metal Gear Solid 1, in the sense that it's got a lot of the really fun spy stuff mixed in with a little bit of the conspiracy bit. But what I really liked about this plot the most is that I've said countless times when I play this, these games are RPGs. The lore is fine to illustrate the world, but what is always really the most important thing to me is how are the characters dealing with it. So yeah, you've got this sort of like the philosophers, the patriots, you've got these countries doing this, but what really matters the most is how it affected the boss, how it affected Snake, and even Eva, and Ocelot in a way, but mostly Snake and the boss. So they focus on how it actually affects him as a person, which I really like. In a way, Raiden was that character too, to be affected by it, but I didn't care about Raiden. I didn't really like his character. I didn't like... I know you're supposed to not like Raiden's character. He's supposed to be the antithesis of Snake. He's supposed to be the opposite. Snake is cool. Raiden is not cool. Snake has a cool voice. Raiden has a dorky voice. But it was too much. I thought that the whole point of making Raiden too unlikable was interesting as art. It's kind of like art you're not supposed to like. I think this is probably the best execution of what people like about Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid games. So I think this one... I mean, Metal Gear Solid 2 is such a tight experience. Even though it's got a lot of cutscenes. Only at the very end that I feel like it got kind of too far gone with that. This one, in terms of just straight up gameplay, was probably the best one since 5 came out. But I think they tied in that gameplay with the story a lot better. Did Ocelot Adam know that Eva was the fake? I think she fooled everybody. You know, and 5 has better gameplay from modern sensibilities, but nowhere near the story. The story is just feels so tacked on, so jammed in, and that's fine. And the character of Quiet is silly, really silly. You know, I mean, Eva's like a sensual character in this game, but she's supposed to be. She's part of the charm unit. She's supposed to deceive Snake and lure him in, and lure Volgin in. She even charmed the boss because she made the boss think that and trust her, rightfully so, that she would reveal the truth. She had what all the characters wanted. She was somebody there to help Snake, but she fooled him. Volgin wanted her.
Yes, Groznygrad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Groznygrad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
So if you would have exited out of those credits, you would have just thought, yep, Eva got away, China got everything. And then Ocelot comes in, changes it around so much more. Only saved 15 times. Alert phase, a lot of humans killed. Oh my god. 34 life bars. No special items. I'm a shark. Does a lot of damage, and everyone knows about it when it happens. Oh yeah, very, very James Bond at the end. New item obtained. The Patriot. A camera. Green face paint. Brown face paint. Oh, support your country. Ooh, a tuxedo. DPM. Oscam. Download pattern camo. Check the camos list. Unlock section. Desert Tiger. Flecktarn. So now you can play through it with the perspective of knowing what Eva's up to the whole time. Interesting. What a thrill. 18 hours. 19, 20 hours? I love these short games. Shortish, you know, compared to like an RPG. Patriot is a special one in which it fire continuously, never having to reload. That's fantastic. Okay, I guess we'll just start it again. This time trying to do it European Extreme mode. No alerts. No trank. Blue Point Games, please make Metal Gear Solid 1. Please. Well, fantastic. So yeah, I'd say is that my favorite Metal Gear Solid so far? The pacing of it is a bit, you know, like most games, it can be kind of laggy right in the... As soon as we went to Groznygrad, I was really excited for Groznygrad, and then I ended up having kind of a rough time there. But that's just because I suck, I guess. And because I didn't realize I was supposed to put on that officer uniform. And maybe I could have gone back there and taken out everybody. But it seemed really tough. You know, it wasn't set up like, say, Shadow Moses or... it wasn't set up like Shadow Moses or The Shell, where I felt like I had places to hide, places to work around with it. Blue Point did do a really amazing job. The best thing that Blue Point did was that you forget it's a remaster. It just feels like sometimes it feels like you're playing the PS2 game the way you remembered it. Other times it just feels like you're playing a new game. What I don't get is how do they make it widescreen without making it stretched out? How do they do that? Do they just add? Because the credits stay in the middle. Snake goes across. How do they do that? Hideo Kojima, and Hideo Kojima. In terms of ones I'd want to play again, I mean, there's so much more you can mess around with this. There's so many systems with the food, the way you can mess with the guards, the different camos. It's almost more in-depth in a way than Metal Gear Solid 5's actually. Because these systems all work together so well. 5 does as well too, but the camo's pretty interesting. And the nice thing about it is that and out of all of them, the ones that you, Khaled played it so much, he had a dream and you dreamed you're playing Liquid. Oh, that would have been so fun. Liquid is so cool. I always wish that Liquid stayed around and not old Revolver Ocelot. I don't really like his voice as much. I don't find him as cool. Whereas, I always thought Liquid just was a cooler looking character. I mean, because he looks like Snake, right? And he's such a great voice. But now that I've seen this Ocelot, I think I'd like... That's why I want to go back and play the first one now. See that Ocelot. See them talk about all that stuff about the boss is going to make so much more sense. Yeah, like you say, messing around with C4 and the stealth. It seems more true, whereas Metal Gear Solid 5 is a really fun open sandbox. Really fun, and like the Fulton balloons are really fun. There's a lot of ways you can mess around too, but it feels a little bit more modernized, where this is very, very much a unique playstyle. Because back in the PS2 era, you would have very unique playstyles. Because people were still coming up with different ways to play. It wasn't like it is now, where basically every game is a first person or third person. You're using the two sticks, you know, the right stick controls the camera, the left controls your character. The triggers are going to shoot. The face buttons are not going to do much because your thumb is supposed to be on the right stick the whole time. This is like no other game looked like this or controlled like this. I mean, Kojima was even against adding that 3D camera. He's like, oh, that's the current trend, but it's like he assumed it wouldn't be the trend forever, and eventually that took over as the way to play. But I'd still say you don't want to play this whole game with a 3D camera, even though it's a lot more helpful, especially in the larger environments out here as opposed to being in the smaller confined territory. Like even in Metal Gear Solid 2, you get seen a lot of times by guards that you probably couldn't see from that top-down perspective. So a 3D camera in there, a first-person view helps out a lot. But in this one, you kind of need that extra viewpoint. But there's so many things, like when you're doing the motorcycle chase, like I think you definitely don't want to have the 3D camera. Because there's so many views that he put in as a director. He's basically directing the cinematography. If you think of him as directing a movie, you wouldn't want to watch a movie and have a VR camera in the movie. Maybe some experiences will be interesting like that, but a movie's all about like the angles that a director and a cinematographer choose is the whole point, right? So you'd be doing yourself a disservice at that point. Metal Gear Solid 1 was my favorite because it had a big impact. It was the first one I played. I never played a game like that before. There never was a game like that before. So I'd love to go back and see how it holds up and see how I compare it to this one. This game is maybe a little bit too long than it needs to be. But I don't know if but I also don't think I'd remove any of the elements of it. Maybe a little bit of the backtracking. But it kind of all makes sense. It kind of all fits together. It doesn't get too bogged down in its story and its conspiracy theories. Keeps it all pretty fun and accessible. Oh, look, when he had 2 eyes. It's so odd to see that now. You know, and they do such a great job of setting up the end with the beginning. With that first opening act where you meet Boss, Volgin, Ocelot, the guy with the bees, the Sorrow, and Eva, and Sokolov. You meet them all really, really quick, and they all have great introductions, and it all plays into how they appear in the end, which is pretty fantastic. So it's so hard because they're very different from each other. Metal Gear Solid 2 is such a different experience. You know, it's got such a different tone and... yeah, such a different tone. It's going for something so different. It's such a tight experience. When I think of Metal Gear Solid 2, I think of like Final Fantasy X, where it's a lot more linear, a lot more focused. You just go straight ahead. Here's the story. Whereas, I don't know if I like the story and tone of 10 as much as, say, 7. Whereas I don't think I like the tone and the story of Metal Gear Solid 2 as much as I like 3 or 1. I like that style. But I think of them as maybe a better tight experience. Motion director, so Toyota. It's so Toyota. If I think about what ones I'd want to go back and play, I don't think I'd want to go back and play 4, although I'd like to give it another chance. 1, I'd like to go back and play because I know it's short. 2, also a short experience. But I don't like Raiden, but that's the point. But I don't like him. A lot of what I don't like about him is how the voice actor sounds like he's got water in his voice. He's like, look, what are you talking about? The Patriots? Whereas this one was just all style. It's really fun. Or 5 I'd go back and play because I just like messing around in that world. I'd probably go back and play this one because I'd want to see it, oddly enough, like Final Fantasy X, once you know what's happening at the end, the truth of it. Like, now when you watch all the interactions with Ocelot, Eva, and the boss, you see the double and the triple meaning of everything that they're doing, which is pretty interesting. And I'll give Kojima credit in this one. As complicated as it was and the actual triple crosses, I feel like I actually understood all of it. And I don't understand the story in the most basic of games. So to get it in this one was felt good. Whereas 2, I totally lost the plot. Lost the plot on 2. What the heck's going on here? Metal Gear Solid Snake. Metal Gear. pretty advanced for the time. I think this was basically almost like the equivalent of an 8-bit, but more power, more colors. It was put out on, what, the MSX or something? MSX was a standardized home computer. 1983, popular in Japan and several other countries. What was the power they had? System specs. How do the MSX compare to the NES? MSX versus NES. Most people are saying Metal Gear, NES, or MSX. Game start. Instructions. Oh man. Throw a punch. Operate the elevator. Crawl. Bum 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 bum. Foxhound. This is Snake. I've reached the infiltration point. Snake, right on time, as always. Let's get started. Commencing Operation Intrude FO14. Let's go over this one more time. Your mission is to infiltrate Zanzibar land and rescue the kidnapped Czech biologist, Dr. Keo Marv. Snake, we've provided you with a new anti-personal sensor. Try switching it on. Roger, okay, it's on. The white dots on your radar are enemy soldiers. The red dot is your current position. Take a look. 9 screen area centered in your position. May not work in small and close spaces. Whoa, weird. Look at that, he can crouch. And he can crawl. Boom, 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 boom. He can punch. Boop, boop, boop. You can press select. What's this? Cigarettes. Alright, we know that there are enemies up in the next screen above me. Alright, let's see how this works. Dead. They're gone. Pretty smart that he had this radar like this, so you could see beyond. And there's trucks you can climb in. Cool. Look how huge it is. No first-person mode, that's for sure. No! Run. Run, Snake, run. Pretty similar. So do you know the story of why they made this game? Well, the first one. When Konami was asking Kojima to take over for Metal Gear, the first one, the engine couldn't render that many bullets on screen. I'm screwed here. So they ended up making it a stealth game. Makes sense. Alert. Alert. Actually easier. They know where you are, Snake. There's a version on the NES, but this is the MSX version, the more powerful version. I don't think the NES could do this kind of sound. The MSX version has dialogue cut. Metal Gear 2 is a sequel. Snake's Revenge is a spin-off. Actually, the NES version removes the Metal Gear fight, replaces it with a computer. Horrible. Ah. I was reading some game fac. Leave me alone. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Ugh. Ugh. Snake. Oh, he didn't see me there. Part I like about MGS2's riding, so introvert and sassy. Psychological nurse picture decided wasn't very nice and got it to him. We wouldn't pass the first date. Yeah. And like I get that's the whole point. You know, you're not supposed to like riding. He's supposed to not be Snake. It's supposed to mess with everybody, but I don't like that. Use crawling to sneak through gaps in the fence. Over and out. Thank you. Evasion time. He's not here. Pretty similar, right, to Metal Gear Solid? Yes. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Ugh. Pretty impressive game for the time. And so similar. He basically just made it 3D. What's this guy doing? He's just gonna sit there forever? They even respond to noises you make. That's pretty amazing. Uh-oh, hurry, 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 hurry. Ugh. What's this? But yeah, as much as I don't like riding, at least oh, go, 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 go. Get up, Snake. Snake, get up. I just like how streamlined MGS2 is. You know, they tell their story in a good amount of time. It just gets a bit out of hand, but it is so interesting. It's such a like unique way to tell a story too. And what was that noise? Dummy. Can't sneak in through the front door. Use the vents. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, they were right on me. Hey, look, there's a vent, just like in Shadow Moses. Oh my god, it's the same. It's the same. That must be the loading. What's that? It's tanks, it's not Metal Gear. What now? Use stairs to go down. I'm Holly White. I infiltrated Zanzibar land a month ago posing as a journalist. So I know pretty much how things work around here. I'll help you. I don't think I want to play through this whole game, but it's interesting just to take a look at it. And then I think we should play Metal Gear Solid 1. The tanker hall, elevators. Yeah. So similar. It's kind of like Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past. I mean, the Zelda games have all similar mechanics, similar enemies. They're just reimagined in 3D. Look at the way he moves. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. What's that noise? Uh-oh. Hurry, Snake. Yeah, see you later, sucker. Even has the same buttons. X is crouch, circle is, Where does that take me? Nowhere. Just a place to hide. What's that thing? Probably a gun of some kind. Yeah. Crouching man. It's pretty intuitive to pick up and play. I feel like I understand a lot of it from playing the 3D ones. I don't know if that guy can see me when he's down there. Maybe. Doom, 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 boom, doom. He's just dumbfounded. QC, QC. Oh, and these things even make noise. Dead. When you walk on those grates. Cool. Game over. Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. What happened now? Oh, back to the tanker hall. Yeah. When did this come out? They said that Metal Gear NES has an organized inventory and superior soundtrack. The NES version is simply an inferior port in every way. Graphics, sound, gameplay, and especially the translation. Much worse than the MSX. Interesting. Let's see. Metal Gear 2 release date. 1990. Solid Snake. And the first one, 1987. I think I actually rented it when it first came out and I didn't understand. It was difficult. I gotcha. Maybe we'll give Holly a call. Solid Snake, come in. It's not in the blueprints, but the kids here say the Zanzibar building and the Tower building are connected underground. See ya. Interesting. Thanks, Holly. Alright, get up, Snake. You know, he crouches and gets up a lot faster. I mean, how frustrating is it when you're playing Metal Gear Solid and you accidentally crouch when you don't want to crouch? That's the worst. Just so much more ambitious from like any other game from the time, it feels like. Any other shooter, anyways. Oh, he's coming down. Oh, he's up top, is he? Frig! Run, Snake. Yeah, way to hide, buddy. The evasion was a lot faster. Alright, Snake. Why don't you just go up this way? I guess that's some kind of like auto turret. You even spent a lot of your time looking at the radar screen, like in Metal Gear Solid 1. Come on, guy. Turn around. Ooh. Oh, you touched him, you're dead. We'll end it. Let's see what Metal Gear 1 looks like on the MSX. Metal Gear. MSX. 128 kilobytes of RAM. Even infiltrates in the water. This is Big Boss. Operation Intrude N313. Infiltrate the enemy's base, Outer Heaven, and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. So, Big Boss is talking to Solid Snake. Make contact with Gray Fox and find the location of the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. So we're Solid Snake, but Big Boss was talking to us. So this one, he can't crawl in this one. He can only run up and attack. That's it. Throw a punch. That's all you can do. So Metal Gear 2. The music is using the VR training? Oh my god, really? That's funny. This is Big Boss. The mission is infiltration. Make sure that the enemy does not discover your whereabouts. That's horrible to listen to. Can't hide under tanks. All you can do is punch in this one. Still nice big detailed sprites though. And they don't hear sounds or anything. Man, Metal Gear 2 had so many interesting ideas. And you don't have radar to see where people are. But you can still go in trucks. Rations. Get... Uh-oh. 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 And there's not an alert phase. They just attack you. So, what can the binoculars do? How would those work? Allow you to see one screen up, down, left. That's pretty smart. Cool. That's really intelligent. Okay. Cards. These open doors. Cigarettes. Alright, so there should be dogs up here. Oh, here come the dogs. Oh, I'm still using the, How do you not use anything? There we go. You have to unequip everything. Dum dum dee da dum dum dum. Boo! Ooh! Ooh! Alright. Look at the size of these guys. You have to hit them 3 times. Yeah. So the radar, I mean, everything they put in Metal Gear 2 basically made it into Metal Gear Solid. Look at the size of that gun. Oh my god. Hurry. So there's no alert phase or anything. You just attack people and that's it. Maybe I need to use the key card. You have to have the key card actually equipped. Well, these guys coming out. They still have the same crappy vision. You find the pistol in the truck in Metal Gear Solid 1 too? That's funny. This is the elevator. This is Big Boss. Watch out for the surveillance cameras. Over. They even say that in, Uh-oh. 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 Attack phase. Attack phase. Run. Dodge. Run. Nope. Ah! You're dead. Well, there you go. There's your trip down, memory lane. End game. I guess we'll have to play Metal Gear Solid 1. We'll talk to Jeremy. I think he said he's down for some Metal Gear Solid 1. That'd be fun. I think Metal Gear Solid 2 and 1, I liked their menu music better. This one's more like heavy. Boom, boom, boom. What else do we have? Options. Yeah. Special. Photo album. Oh, I didn't use my camera very well. Basic actions. Corner jump out shooting. I was using the L2 and R2 to like stand up like a meerkat. Demo theater. What is this? Can you see all the cutscenes? What is this? You load the file and then you can look at it. Virtuous mission. All right, that's it for today. I guess we'll be back tomorrow with. Oh, Prey. We'll be back tomorrow with Prey. I'm excited about that. And I got to figure out a time for us to do this Game Think Talk. We might do a Game Think Talk later tonight with Kazi. So thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. Colette, Allie over the hill, Sarah Hips, Jeremy Bloxham, Jeremy B, and Alan B. Isabel. One Lich Emperor, Laguitoru. Thank you for not spoiling everything. That was good. Usually final episodes, Seth X, Carlos Michel. There was that person that was like triple O. A lot of times, the final episodes can be really bad when we do these games, when we stream them. You get a lot of trolls, but it was good today. It was really, really good. So appreciate it. Get it all around. Corey Lavoie, of course. Yeah, you can leave a like if you like it. It helps us out, of course. Fantastic. That was it. War Machine. How was your close quarter combat skills? War Machine, I'm sorry. I didn't see your message on Twitch for quite some time. Sorry about that. I don't know when they wrote that. Maybe a long time ago. Anyways. All right, we're out of here. Bye for now.